Ultimate iPhone Settings Guide. Boost battery, privacy, and more. Hey everyone, it's Marcus here. Today we're diving deep into the world of iPhone settings. You know those menus we often ignore? Yeah, those can actually make a huge difference in your iPhone experience. We're talking about squeezing out more battery life, locking down your privacy like Fort Knox, and just making your iPhone work the way you want it to. This is your ultimate guide to unlocking the full potential of your iPhone, so buckle up, let's get those settings dialed in. Alright, let's kick things off with everyone's favorite topic. Battery life. It's something we all care about, especially when we're on the go and need our devices to last as long as possible. Whether you're traveling, working, or just out and about, having a reliable battery can make all the difference. We all want our iPhones to last all day, right? There's nothing worse than seeing that dreaded low battery warning when you still have hours to go before you can charge it again. First up, we've got low power mode. This feature is a lifesaver when you're running low on juice and need to make your battery last just a bit longer. This is your secret weapon when you need to stretch that battery life to the max. It temporarily reduces power consumption by disabling background activities and visual effects. Just head to Settings, Battery, Low Power Mode. It's easy to activate and can give you those extra precious minutes you need. It reduces background activity and dims the display a bit, but trust me, it works wonders. You'll be surprised at how much longer your battery can last with this simple trick. Next, let's check out battery health. This is an important feature that lets you monitor the overall condition of your battery. This is where you can see how your battery is holding up over time. It gives you a good idea of whether your battery is still performing well, or if it might be time for a replacement. Go to Settings, Battery, Battery Health, and Charging. Here, you'll find detailed information about your battery's maximum capacity and peak performance capability. Keep an eye on the maximum capacity percentage. This number indicates how much charge your battery can hold compared to when it was new. If it dips too low, you might want to consider a battery replacement. A new battery can significantly improve your device's performance and longevity. And hey, while you're here, enabling optimized battery charging can help prolong your battery's lifespan. This feature learns your charging routine and waits to finish charging past 80% until you need to use it. Now let's talk about some battery-saving habits. Simple changes in how you use your iPhone can make a big difference in battery life. Dimming your screen brightness even just a little can make a noticeable difference. The screen is one of the biggest battery drainers, so keeping it dim can help conserve power. You can also disable location services for apps that don't really need it. Many apps use location services in the background, which can drain your battery quickly. And here's a pro tip. Fetch your email manually instead of having it constantly refresh in the background. This can save a surprising amount of battery life over the course of a day. Trust me, your battery will thank you. By following these tips and making a few adjustments, you can keep your iPhone running longer and more efficiently throughout the day. Alright, let's talk privacy. Your iPhone has a ton of personal information, so let's make sure it stays that way. First up, app tracking transparency. This feature lets you control which apps can track your activity across other apps and websites. Go to Settings, Privacy and Security. Tracking and toggle off any apps you're not comfortable with. Next, location services. Do you really want every app knowing your exact location all the time? Probably not. Head to Settings, Privacy and Security. Location services and choose which apps get access and when. While you're at it, check out Background App Refresh. This lets apps update their content in the background, which can drain your battery. Go to Settings, General Background App. Refresh and disable it for apps that don't need to be constantly updating. And here's a bonus tip. Regularly review the permissions you've given to your apps. You might be surprised what you find. Notifications can be helpful, but they can also be a major distraction. Let's tame those notifications and take back control. First, head to Settings, Notifications. Here you can customize notifications for each app. Want silent notifications for some apps but alerts for others? You got it. Next up, Focus Mode. This is a game changer for minimizing distractions. Go to Settings, Focus. You can set up different focus modes for work, sleep, or anything else. When a focus mode is active, only the notifications and calls you allow will come through. Trust me, focus mode is a lifesaver for productivity and peace of mind. And here's a pro tip. Use the scheduled summary feature to get a digest of your notifications at specific times instead of having them interrupt you throughout the day. Alright, let's make your iPhone's display easy on the eyes and optimize it for any situation. Whether you're in a brightly lit room or a dimly lit environment, these settings will ensure your screen is always comfortable to look at. First, auto brightness. This feature automatically adjusts your screen brightness based on the ambient light. It's a smart way to ensure your screen is never too bright or too dim, adapting seamlessly to your surroundings. It's a battery saver and makes for a more comfortable viewing experience. By reducing the screen brightness in low-light conditions, it helps conserve battery life and reduces eye strain. Find it at Settings, Accessibility, Display and Text Size, Auto Brightness. Next, True Tone. This feature is designed to make your display look more natural. This feature adjusts the color temperature of your display to match the ambient light, making whites appear more natural. Whether you're under fluorescent lights or in natural sunlight, True Tone ensures your screen always looks its best. It's like having a piece of paper adjust to the lighting in the room. This can be particularly useful for reading and viewing photos, as it makes the display easier on the eyes. You can find it at Settings, Display and Brightness, True Tone. Now let's talk about Night Shift. And for those late-night scrolling sessions, we've got Night Shift. This feature is designed to reduce the amount of blue light emitted by your screen. This feature reduces blue light, which can interfere with your sleep. Blue light exposure at night can disrupt your circadian rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep. Go to Settings, Display and Brightness, Night Shift, and set a schedule that works for you. You can customize it to turn on automatically at sunset and off at sunrise, or set your own specific times. And here's a bonus tip: experiment with different font sizes and boldness levels in the display and text size settings. Adjusting these settings can make text easier to read and reduce eye strain, especially if you spend a lot of time on your phone, to find what's most comfortable for your eyes. With these tips, you can make your iPhone's display not only easier on the eyes, but also more personalized to your viewing preferences. Chapter 5. Running low on storage? Don't worry, we've got you covered. First up, offload unused apps. This feature automatically deletes apps you don't use often, but it keeps your data so you can easily reinstall them later. Find it at Settings, General, iPhone Storage, and then enable Offload Unused Apps. Next, let's tackle that Safari cache. Clearing your browser history and website data can free up a surprising amount of space. Head to Settings, Safari, Clear History, and Website Data. And here are a couple more tips. Delete old messages and attachments, especially videos, which can take up a ton of space. You can also optimize your photo storage by using iCloud Photos or deleting duplicate photos. Chapter 6. Alright, let's talk security. In today's digital age, securing your iPhone is more important than ever. With so much personal information stored on our devices, it's crucial to take every step possible to protect it. Keeping your iPhone secure is crucial, so let's make sure you're using all the tools at your disposal. Apple provides a suite of security features designed to keep your data safe from prying eyes. First and foremost, Face ID or Touch ID. These biometric authentication methods are not only convenient but also highly secure. This is your first line of defense, so make sure it's set up properly. Face ID uses advanced facial recognition technology, while Touch ID relies on your unique fingerprint. Go to Settings, Face ID and Passcode, or Touch ID and Passcode to manage your settings. Next, two-factor authentication. This feature adds an extra layer of security to your Apple ID. Making it much harder for someone to gain unauthorized access. Even if someone gets hold of your password, they won't be able to access your account without the second factor. Enable it at Settings, Your Name, Password and Security, Two-Factor Authentication. This simple step can make a huge difference in protecting your personal information. And if your iPhone ever goes missing, Find My iPhone is a lifesaver. This feature allows you to track your device's location in real time. It allows you to locate your device, remotely lock it, or even erase all its data. This ensures that your personal information doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Make sure it's enabled at Settings, Your Name, Find My iPhone. This feature can be a real lifesaver in case of theft or loss. And here's a bonus tip. Use a strong and unique passcode for your iPhone. A strong passcode is your first line of defense against unauthorized access. Avoid using common passwords or personal information that could be easily guessed. Instead, opt for a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols to create a robust passcode. Remember, the more complex your passcode, the harder it is for someone to crack it. Chapter 7. Alright, let's fine-tune the way your iPhone sounds and feels. First up, vibration settings. You can customize the vibration patterns for calls, messages, and other alerts. Head to Settings, Sounds and Haptics and scroll down to the Sounds and Vibration Patterns section. You can even create custom vibrations by tapping on Create New Vibration. This is a cool way to personalize your iPhone and instantly know who's calling or texting without even looking at your screen. And while you're here, take some time to explore the different sound settings. You can adjust the ringer and alert volume, choose different ringtones and text tones, and even enable or disable system sounds. Don't underestimate the power of haptics either. These subtle vibrations can provide valuable feedback when you're using your iPhone. You can adjust the intensity of haptics in the Sounds and Haptics settings. And that's it for today's video. We've covered a ton of ground, from maximizing your battery life to locking down your privacy and everything in between. Remember, these settings are here to help you personalize your iPhone and make it work the way you want it to. So go ahead, dive into those settings and start exploring. You might be surprised at what you discover and how much better your iPhone experience can be. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tech tips and reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.